this is Allison, and I'm doing a nice little meal for you after my 5-day cleanse. So if you'd like to read my blog on the balanced recipe, you can check that out. Today I'm doing a spaghetti squash tomato ragu. I've done some of the prep work, and I'll have pictures on Facebook on what you can do. I found this recipe through kind of pinpointing things from everywhere from Rachel Ray to things I like to eat to things that I've been craving after 5 days of doing a cleanse and not being able to eat anything. So I'll walk you through the spaghetti squash portion. It's really easy. You can find these at any local supermarket. The best thing about they sometimes are in season, so if you know you kind of have to search your way through, but always try and find organic if you can. The nice thing about spaghetti squash is you can roast them with nutmeg and make them really delicious if you have that time on your hands. But if you need a quick fix, I like to just cut it in half, de-seed it. You can always save the seeds, plant in your garden, do whatever you want to do with those seeds, roast them if you'd like. They're much like pumpkin seeds. But all you do is you place half of that face down with a half cup of water, microwave it for 12 minutes. It's very easy. By the time you're done, you want to definitely let it cool in a bowl, and you get to a real easy point of just shredding, and hopefully if I can show you. Now, these have tons of fiber, and fiber is so good for you. It creates a gel in your digestive tract that's going to maintain your blood sugar. It's going to make you feel full, and it's going to lower your cholesterol. Most spaghetti squash, if you replace a spaghetti squash for actual spaghetti, you're going to go from 42 calories for 1 cup of spaghetti squash compared to 179 calories in pasta. So depending on how much you eat, it's a really smart change. Now, what can lead you into downfall is if you're taking that jarred spaghetti sauce or Alfredo pasta sauce and putting it on there. You're kind of, ruining the whole aspect of why we're trying to eat healthy. So I'm just easily shredding this guy, and I'll do the rest of this in just a little bit. Sometimes, like on Rachel Ray, they'll show portions where you keep the bowl and then you fill it with the spaghetti squash and do all kinds of stuff, so this ends up becoming the bowl. So I feel like that's a really large portion, and I don't even think I could eat that, but if you're trying to have like a really cool date with somebody and you want to do something like that, you can. So for the tomato sauce, yesterday while I was on the cleanse, this is how badly I was craving cooked things. I don't even know how I got through this. I took 9 tomatoes, I cut them in half, face up on a baking sheet at 400 degrees in the oven, poured some olive oil on top. The olive oil is going to absorb in the tomato, and when you cook the tomato, the lycopene, I think that's how you say it, is so good for your body. The antioxidants in tomatoes, it's going to just latch onto your body. Even though when you do cook tomatoes, you tend to have higher sugar results, as long as you're maintaining everything else in your diet, eating really, safe, healthy, I'm not going to be adding any honey, any sugar, anything. That's okay to get some sugar from this. You want a little bit to sustain your energy. And we're eating this for lunch, so we have a long part of the day to burn it off. And I threw some garlic. I'm a garlic fiend, so I threw like 10 garlic cloves that were sliced. So it's going to be really roasted. I cooked it for 40 minutes and then let it cool, and I just kind of mashed it all up, and this is the product that you get. So we're going to heat this up in a little bit. I'm just going to throw it in the microwave. Usually I put it on the stove and just keep it warm and make the house smell good, but I'm going to just do that to make it fast. For a nice little sauce to go on the spaghetti squash besides the tomato sauce, I'm going to do some garlic, some shallots, and in a pan, I'm going to go at about medium because you don't want to scorch the garlic. It'll make it taste bitter. But I'm going to just put I put kind of a little too much olive oil than I'd like right now after my cleanse, but it's a fairly large spaghetti squash. So this is going to be my fat. With the balanced recipe, we talk about eating low glycemic. We talk about having a healthy carb, a healthy fat, and a healthy protein. So our healthy carb today is going to be those tomatoes. We've got, if you want to come over this way, we've got the squash, and we've got the cauliflower and zucchini. So those are healthy carbs. That's what you want in your body to maintain your blood sugar level. Also the garlic too, shallots, all of these wonderful vegetables. For my fat, the fat that's going to primarily be in this diet is going to be, or this meal, is going to be the olive oil in the pan and a few olives that I am not sure if it's going to taste right, but we are going to chop a few up, kind of make a tapenade, so to speak, and maybe put on top just for a little bit of salty bite to it. So there's not going to be a lot of crunch in this, so what I want to make sure is when I'm cooking my zucchini and my cauliflower that I don't overcook them. I'm going to try and make my zucchini pretty crunchy if I can. But we're also going to cook some cauliflower, and we're going to get this boiling with some salt. And last but not least, I have a small pot of organic black beans with nothing added to it. It's just cooking in its own canned juice right now. We're going to strain that. That's going to be some protein that we throw on top of the dish. And while we get all of this stuff going, we'll take a quick break, and we will come back in just a moment with a little bit more cooking done for you, and then we'll catch you up. Thanks.